friends, welcome back to my channel. We are back. I returned to New York late last night. I'm still tired, but my daughter woke up really early this morning and she demanded that we get up. And so I got up and now she's back sleeping and I'm still up, but it's fine. It's fine. I needed to catch up with you guys. There's a lot that I have to catch up on. Like I need to tidy my bookshelves. I just need to tidy the house. I've been away from home for a little over 2 weeks. So if you didn't watch my Greetings from Jamaica video, you may want to watch that first to kind of see what happened. But here's the update. So short version to that video is that we went to Jamaica for 10 days. We ended up staying for 17 days because my flight got canceled last Thursday and we just in order to change things up and reschedule a trip to the airport, it took a week. So yeah, we were in Jamaica a little longer than I expected. I was away from home a little longer than I expected. And I had a lot of books with me, but I didn't read all of them. I didn't read most of them. The book that I was reading, Prayers for the Stolen by Jennifer Clement, I ended up leaving it with my mother, even though I didn't finish reading it. I gave it to her to read. She said she wanted to read it. So I'll finish reading that on an ebook from the library or something. So yeah, books that I plan to read, I didn't read all of them, but I did read some things while I was on vacation. So I finished a couple of things. And I think in the previous video, I told you I read Secrets from the Heart, Sean D. Young, I think, and finished that, left it there with my mom. Another book that I brought her to read, Every Drake, something, I didn't even start that. So I left that with my mom too, so I'm going to have to get another copy. I also brought with me Hamlet, William Shakespeare's Hamlet, and I was supposed to be buddy reading this with Rosalie and Columbus, and I didn't get very far into it. So they're finished, and I didn't check in with the buddy read group at all. So am I still buddy reading if my buddy readers have read the book and I haven't? Am I still a part of the group? I don't know. But I intend to finish this over the weekend, maybe today. It isn't very long. It's Hamlet. It's 300 and something pages in here. This version, 300, no. The actual play is about 287 pages, but it doesn't start. Yeah, okay. So it does start around page 5. So it's about 280 pages of text. And my version is the play is on one side and the notes are on the other side. So it's really only about 140 pages of reading. So I think I'll be able to do that and finish it pretty soon. So yeah, I'm reading Shakespeare's Hamlet. And the reason that we're reading this, we all wanted to read it, but we also want to read Tom Stoppard's play Rosencrantz and Guildenstern, I think the title is. Rosencrantz and Guildenstern Are Dead by Tom Stoppard is another short play. I think it's based a little bit on Hamlet. So we wanted to read this so we could read the other thing and kind of discuss both of them. So those are the two books that I'm intending to read pretty soon to chat with my buddy readers, but also to chat with you guys about. So yeah, reading that. I also got a lot of books while I was away and maybe like right before I went away that I don't think I shared with you. So let's show you some books that have come my way. This one is Neruda on the Park, a novel by Clavis Natera. Dominicanos living in New York City. So this is the author. Clavis Natera was born in the Dominican Republic, and it says she migrated to the United States when she was 10 years old. She grew up in New York City. So I'm going to be reading this. Caribathon is coming up next month. Oh, we need to talk about Caribathon, right? So we are planning Caribathon. PETA and I, Comfy Cozy Up and I, are planning again to host Caribathon in June. And because I was away for so long, it feels like it's been so long that I've been away from not just on my trip to Jamaica, but just away from my regular routine, away from my responsibilities, that I haven't yet made a post or a flyer to share with you guys. But Caribbean is coming up. So this is a book by a Caribbean author that I may be reading in June. Neruda on the Park by Clavis Natera, a novel. So I'll be sharing that with you soon. And yeah, so that was a little bit of an aside. Other books that I have gotten recently, that one came from the publishers. I think it's an independent publisher. Let me see. No, this one was from Penguin Random House. Yeah, Ballantine Books. So excited about this. It's blurbed here by Tayari Jones, so that's exciting. I love Tayari Jones novels. I read all of her novels last year. Was it last February? Black History Month. I did a feature on her writing for Read So Lit. So yeah, gonna be reading that soon. Other books that came my way from this is from an independent publisher. Why can't I speak this morning? This One Wildlife, a mother-daughter wilderness memoir by Angie Abdul. I got to spend some time on my trip with my daughter, of course, because I took her with me, but also with my mom. And my mom and my daughter bond in a way that is just like, it's absolutely delightful to be a part of and to observe. But I also have a close bond with my mom. So mom and daughter, daughter and daughter, mom and daughter. I'm the mom in the middle. I'm the daughter, but I'm also the mom. So yeah, I love the mother-daughter story is what I'm saying. So this One Wildlife is a book that I wanted to read already, but I will read it soon. I was hoping to have read this earlier this month. Springathon is going on. Springathon is the readathon hosted by Doris and Heidi, and I'm not sure who else. And the goal is to read nonfiction nature writing. And I intended, when I first heard about Springathon, I said, I'm going to read that for Springathon. I guess the readathon is still going on. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't participated yet, but maybe I could read that soon and get something read for Springathon. This one came from Penguin Random House. Outdoor Kids in an Inside World, Getting Your Family Out of the House and Radically Engaged with Nature. This is by Stephen Rinella. Stephen Rinella is a father, outdoorsman, writer, and wild foods enthusiast. That's him right there. And it says he has a podcast called Meat Eater, and he writes about Meat Eater, Guide to Wilderness Skills and Survival. He lives in Montana with his wife and 3 children. He's the host of the show Meat Eater, I've seen on Netflix. I don't watch Netflix these days. I don't have a Netflix password. I don't have a Netflix account or a password because, that's a joke because they were talking about people sharing Netflix passwords. Yeah, no one in my family has Netflix these days. Like my in-laws have, I guess, Disney streaming. We all have little kids now, so we don't have time to watch movies these days. We watch, I guess, videos with the kiddos. So yeah, that one came from Penguin Random House. I'll be reading that and talking about it soon. You'll hear me chat about it. And more books for Springathon, right? Because spring nature writing is still happening. This is Scenic Science of the National Parks, an Explorer's Guide to Wildlife, Geology, and Botany. That book, Outside Kids in an Inside World, came from Penguin Random House. This one also came from Penguin Random House. I love the graphic on the front. Is this the Grand Canyons? Maybe. So this is more nature resource. So this is Wildcard. I don't know. Let's see how this is actually set up. So, okay, there's actually a guide on how to use the book. We know this looks like a book, but our collection of pages is actually more like a secret decoder ring or a pair of X-ray glasses, because it will help you see some of the most iconic landscapes in the United States in a whole new way. So the guidebook will teach you to spot the extraterrestrial-like organisms lurking in Yellowstone, the spiky teddy bear clones in Joshua Tree, the slick snails of Acadia, and more. Contained here are true stories about plants, rocks, animals, bodies of water, and the night sky. that you aren't likely to find anywhere else in these parks. So yeah, these are resource pages. So it shows you what the wildlife is that they're focusing on, and it gives you information about it and where to find it exactly and how to prepare for a trip to that spot. So it tells you what to wear and when to go and what to do while you're there and all of that. So yeah, this I think is going to be fun to go through and maybe find some of these places and use this book on the run, on the trail, on the trip, whatever, however we say that. So yeah, it says this is the perfect addition to any park lovers collection. I feel like this would be a great gift for Doris from Aldi Books because she is going, she's visiting a lot of state parks across the country, a lot of parks across the country. I know she and her son recently completed their goal of seeing all the state parks in Tennessee, where she lives. And I think this would be a great gift for Doris, except she's about to leave. Like, have you guys watched Doris's? I don't think it's her latest video anymore, but she made a video a couple of days. For me, it's a couple of days because everything is just like in warp speed. But recently, she made a video announcing that she won't be here for a little while. So, yeah, I think that would be a great gift, though. That book would be a great gift. It is for me because it was a gift from Penguin Random House. And then I also got, speaking of William Shakespeare, because we're not, the complete works of Shakespeare. Like, isn't this amazing? It's a huge doorstopper, but isn't this gorgeous? This is the second edition. It is edited by Jonathan Bate and Eric Rasmussen, and it came in plastic, and I feel like I don't want to open it yet, but like, this is huge. So more on that later. And finally, from Penguin Random House, because Penguin Random House is awesome, they have a book club every month. There's a book, and I think this month the book is A Dictionary of Lost Words by Pip Williams. Yeah, Reese's Book Club pick. So it's not the random. It's coincidental, I suppose, that this is also the Reese's Book Club pick. But the Penguin Random House Book Club, I think, is discussing this book this month. In any case, they sent this to me. It's a novel. A lot of people have read it. I haven't, so I'm looking forward to getting into it. This is about a main character who's born into a world of words, it says. And she spends her childhood in Oxford in the room where her father and other lexicographers are collecting words for the first complete edition of the Oxford English Dictionary. I saw the synopsis some time ago, and I guess when it was first released, and I thought that I would like to read it, and I just hadn't yet. So I'm excited to get this copy and looking forward to reading it. So yeah, those are the books that have come into my life recently. Those are the books that I should have been reading and haven't been. And that's what I'm going to be doing in the next, maybe, I don't know, few days. Reading, catching up, sorting, storing, tidying books. Lots of bookish things to be done soon. I apologize if this video is darker than it usually would be, I guess. I brought my tripod to Jamaica, to my parents' house, and I wasn't using the ring light. I wasn't using the light, so it wasn't plugged in. But I think I brought the attachment with me, and I think I may have just like taken it out of the bag and left it because I wasn't using it, wasn't thinking that that cord is mine. So I may have left it in Jamaica, which means I'm going to have to buy a new one. So I'm using the tripod as a stand for my phone, but I don't have the light. That would make this video all bright and sparkly and fun. So yeah, thank you for watching it anyway. Would love to hear from you. Would love to get a catch up on what's going on you guys in your bookish life. Let me know what you're reading or not reading, as the case may be, what book you've gotten recently that you're excited about reading. And yeah, if you are planning to join us for Caribathon in June, let me know that as well. And also, if you're doing Springathon, what have you read for Springathon thus far? So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Let's chat in the comments. And until next time, happy reading. Bye.